was standing peacefully on a street corner protesting.
So I'm not going to discuss that any further.
And a guy got out and unprovoked battered me, stole my property, and attempted to
I'm not going to
attack me with
discuss that any
sign.
further with you.
It was caught on camera. And so my question that I came down here to ask is, why wasn't he charged?
I don't have anything further to discuss with you at this time.
So can I set up an appointment then to speak to the DA since you can't answer my question?
No, not at this time. Okay, well, we're done here, so Mr. Spees, the door is right there.
Why do I gotta leave?
Because we're done here. Here's what you're gonna do, Mr. Spees. You're gonna walk out the door. As you know, Mr. Spees, I'm gonna go ahead and let court security know that you are not welcome here right now.
Why am I not welcome here right now?
You're disrupting ordinary business.
How so?
And they've asked you to leave, so they clearly see that something is going on here. There's a conflict.
My mere presence is a problem.
And I'm sorry that that's happening here.
You don't have to apologize.
On January 30th, 2024, Justin Spees went to the Douglas County, Kansas DA's office to find out why charges were never filed against the man that attacked him and destroyed his property when he was peacefully protesting on a sidewalk.
Today, the Lawrence Police Department told us that they actually made contact with the man who grabbed those signs. They said that they submitted an affidavit to the Douglas County prosecutor, but right now they haven't made any arrests and no charges have been filed.
Deputy District Attorney Josh Seaton came out with a condescending, passive-aggressive attitude, refused to answer Justin's questions, and then called police in what appeared to be an attempt to get police to use force to remove Justin from the building, simply for asking Josh why a criminal wasn't charged.
Hi, I was wondering if I could set up an appointment to speak to the DA, please.
Okay, what's your name?
Justin.
Justin?
Spees.
I'm sorry, what?
Justin Spees.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat.
All right.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
What can we do for you today?
I was trying to set up an appointment to speak to the DA, please.
All right, and what's that regarding?
I just had some questions for her.
Okay, well, you can go ahead and send this to us via email, and we will take a look at them, and we will get back to you in a timely manner.
So she doesn't meet in person?
Well, what's the meeting about that you're requesting?
Oh, just some questions about her job performance.
Okay, well, like I said, you're free to contact us via email, and we can go ahead and get back to you that way.
So she doesn't meet in person then?
Well, let's see what questions you have, and let's see if that's something we need to meet about in person, and you can go ahead and send those to us.
So you'll screen the meeting based on those questions?
No, maybe something that we can address via email. We respond
I want to
promptly.
do it in person.
Well, you can go ahead and contact us via email then.
What's the difference between contacting you here right now and via email?
Contacting us via email is one thing, and coming here in person is another thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to set up an appointment to speak to her.
Okay, well, we're not going to do that today.
How come?
Well, because you can contact us via email, and we'll see what questions you have and if we can address those.
Well, I just want to set up an appointment.
Okay, we're not going to do that today, but you're welcome to contact us via email with your questions.
I don't understand.
Well, I will say it again. You can contact us via email with your questions. And,
Can I set up an appointment with you there, Josh?
No, Mr. Spees, not today.
How come?
Well, we're sitting here talking right now.
Are you afraid to speak with me or something?
I'm speaking with you right now.
So can we set up an appointment to speak?
What do you have to ask me?
All right, so back in September of 2021, well, first of all, are you aware that I'm suing the sheriff and the county commissioners?
If that's something you're doing, that's something you're doing.
Are you aware of that?
I mean, that's.
Thank you.
It's a pretty straightforward question.
Why? What does that have to do with me?
Well, I just asked you that. You can't answer that.
I mean, I don't see what relevance it has to what I'm doing here.
What do you don't even know what my questions are. How do you know if that's relevant or not?
Well,
My questions I'm about to ask might be relevant to that. So
Well,
I don't understand why you're just not answering it.
I'm not going to comment on what you're doing or not doing with the sheriff's office or the county commissioner.
Spoken just like an attorney.
Well, you can characterize that however you want to characterize that.
Sounds like you're kind of afraid to answer a question, is what it sounds like.
Well, I answered your question.
Okay. So, back in September of 2021, I was standing peacefully on a street corner protesting mask mandates.
So I'm not going to discuss that any
And a
further
guy
with you.
got out and unprovoked battered me, stole my property, and attempted to
I'm not going to
attack me with
discuss that any
sign.
further with you.
It was caught on camera.
A school day started out with a scuffle between two adults. It happened outside of Sunset Hill Elementary in Lawrence.
Police say it happened because one of them tried to steal a protest sign. KCTV5's Nathan Vickers is live to tell us what happened here. Nathan?
Well, Brad, since the start of the school year, there have been demonstrators here at Sunset Hill Elementary, some against masks, some for masks. But every day of the school year so far, there's been one man in particular out here holding up his signs. You'll always find Justin Spies standing by the Lawrence School District offices around 3 p.m.
I'm out here every day.
He's been protesting the district and county mask requirements.
Zeitgeist always moves. And in this country, we look back oftentimes at the stuff that we did as a society and say, what were we thinking?
In the morning, Spies demonstrates by Sunset Hill Elementary. He usually sets up across the street from Matt Hornicke's house near the crosswalk.
Day one, first day back to school, anti-mask protester decided that he was going to sit on the corner over there and make sure that he got his word out to everyone.
He doesn't agree with Spies, and he says he's tired of the spectacle. But even he was surprised when he saw this going on outside. His security cameras show what happened.
Saw the blue car pull up and jump out.
You need to leave!
Take the signs out of his hands, threw them into the middle of the street, which got Justin, is his name, riled up, and they were out in the middle of the street.
The video shows Spies chasing after the man.
I defended myself from someone that was taking my property and was a threat to my physical well-being.
Hornicke wanted to break up the scuffle right away.
Hey, that's enough! You need to leave!
I was yelling at both of them 100%.
He called the police. The man who grabbed the signs left before they arrived.
If they have to resort to that instead of arguing it, then I know that I'm right.
Hornicke doesn't think the man who grabbed the signs handled things the right way, but he wishes the protests would stop.
Keep our kids safe. Help keep our kids safe. That's all we're asking for. Please, voice your opinions, do it in the proper manner, and just leave our kids alone.
Today, the Lawrence Police Department told us that they actually made contact with the man who grabbed those signs. They said that they submitted an affidavit to the Douglas County prosecutor, but right now they haven't made any arrests and no charges have been filed.
Guy got out and unprovoked battered me, stole my property, and attempted to
I'm not going to
attack me with
discuss that any
sign.
further with you.
It was caught on camera.
Not going to discuss
There's
that any
a
further with you.
victim's statement, 2 witnesses' statements, and the guy wasn't charged. And so my question that I came down here to ask is, why wasn't he charged?
I don't have anything further to discuss with you at this time.
So can I set up an appointment then to speak to the DA since you can't answer my question?
No, not at this time.
Why not?
Go ahead and send us the questions via email, and we'll take a look.
I just asked you, how come you can't answer it right now?
Because I told you I'm not going to answer that. Go ahead and send me. I mean, you're basically not really asking questions as you're making statements.
I just asked why he wasn't charged. That's a question, isn't it?
You're making a number of statements. You're talking about suing the sheriff and the county commission.
It was a question specifically about that incident back in September 2021 where I was attacked and had my property stolen, and the attacker caught on video with 3 witness reports was not charged, and I want to know why. And that's a question. It's not a statement. That is a question. Why was he not charged?
You're making some conclusory statements there.
About what?
About what happened. And
so can you explain it to me then?
You certainly got your opinion of what happened.
Can you explain it to me then?
Can you stop interrupting me? You know, Mr. Spies, this is not productive. I think we're done here.
Well, it's not productive because you're not answering my question.
Well,
are you recording me?
Yeah, are you recording me?
Don't delete that. Because if you delete that, I'm sure you're aware that'll be a felony. Because I'm going to request that footage right now.
And I'm going to request your footage as well.
You can't get that from me. This is my private phone. You are in a government capacity right now, recording me. So I'm going to request that. So don't delete it.
All right. Well, you can request it. If you file an appropriate request, I'll get it to you.
Will you?
Well, that's what I just said.
So you'll okay. All right. So I will be filing a Cora request right now.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I still am wondering why you're not answering my question.
Well, you can keep saying the same things over and over again, and that's fine. And you can keep recording, and I'll keep recording you, and we can just sit here and record each other, and that's fine.
That's what you want to do? Talk
I
about not being productive.
Well,
I'm going to go on with my day.
Okay, go ahead and go on with your day then.
I never once said that I'm going to sit here and record you.
Okay, well, we're done here. So, Mr. Spies, the door is right there. You know where that is. It's the same.
I'm going to go ahead and do a Cora request like I just said. So
go ahead and do your Cora request.
Okay,
but right now, you got to leave.
Why do I got to leave?
Because we're done here.
I'm going to do a Cora request right now.
We're done here.
Okay, but I'm going to do a Cora request then, Josh.
here's what you're gonna do, Mr. Spees. You're gonna walk out the door. We'll take those.
No,
Cora
I'm
requests
gonna
via
do a
email.
Cora request right here because I'm allowed to do that.
As you know, Mr. Spees, I'm gonna go ahead and let court security know that you are not welcome here right now.
Why am I not welcome here right now?
You're disrupting ordinary business.
How so?
You just came here.
Asking you a legitimate question about something that happened to me?
And I've addressed how
And
we're
now
gonna
I
handle
wanna
that.
do a Cora request.
Okay,
In person,
well-
like I'm allowed to.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
Why can't I do that?
Mr. Spees,
Why can't I do that?
you can submit that in writing.
I'm gonna submit it in writing right here, like I'm allowed to.
Mr. Spees, you're disrupting ordinary business.
You're not
at this
gonna let
point.
me, how am I disrupting ordinary business?
You have other options to file the court request.
But I have this option, and this is the option I wanna do, and I'm allowed to do it. Why aren't you letting me do it?
Well, because we have discretion over what happens during the normal course of business.
And what's this discretion you're speaking of, that I'm not allowed to come
All
in
right,
here and
Mr.
exercise my rights to submit a Cora request in person? Is that what you're saying there, Josh?
Mr. Spees, we're done talking here.
I'm done as well. Can I get a Cora request form, please? You gonna go ahead and call court security there, Josh?
Well, I don't know, Justin.
Like you threatened to do just now?
Threatened? How are you taking that as a threat?
Because you said that I'm no longer allowed here and that court security is gonna come remove me from here. That's a threat.
Well, I mean, that's a fact.
So are you gonna call him then, Josh?
Well, if we get the form for you, you can be on your way.
Well, I'm gonna fill it out here too as well, so.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, it is gonna happen because I'm allowed to do it.
All right, well, here's what we're gonna do. Can we, like him to leave? Ask him to leave, he's not leaving, so.
I haven't done anything to be asked to leave. I want to file a Cora request. I have every right to do that.
I'll print you the form and then you can be on
And
your
I'll
way.
fill it out here.
No, you're not gonna fill it out here. This
Yeah,
is
because
not
I
your-
want to submit it right
this
now.
is not your workstation.
I want to, this is a public area. This ain't your workstation either. This is a public area. I have the right to fill it out and I want to fill it out right now. I don't want to take it and leave and bring it back. I want to
You
fill it
can go
out right
fill it
now.
out in
No.
the self-help center.
No, I'll fill it out right here.
No, I'm gonna print it off and you're gonna go fill it out somewhere else.
I want to fill it out right here. I have the right to. Why can't I fill it out here? This is a public area right here, right? Why am I not allowed in here?
So would you get the form? I'll hang tight with him if that's okay, Mr.
Perfect.
Seiden, and
Thanks, sir.
then we'll get this stuff figured out, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. We do have available spaces up. We have a table upstairs.
What's wrong with being here though?
I'm just trying to suggest an alternative
Why, I'm
that
just asking why do I have to?
I'm not saying anything's wrong
so
here.
I can stay here?
I'm not at that point yet. I'm just trying to offer a
I'm just
suggestion.
asking, am I allowed to stay here?
Okay, let me finish, please. We have a table upstairs. If you are disrupting the work down here, they may ask you to leave. It's not my office, so I'm not saying that right now. What I'm trying to suggest is an opportunity where you can fill out your paperwork here, you can sit down, utilize the space that we have available. You accomplish your mission, you can turn it in, and I think that would be a great solution for this.
Well, first of all, I
Clearly-
don't see there's a problem. And second of all, is this space available for me?
Right now it is.
All right, thank you.
And if they ask you to leave or we get to another point, then I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
Sounds like you're anticipating that there.
I am
Officer
not.
Squire, is that your name? All
Yeah,
right.
and I'm not anticipating anything.
Why would you say that? You also said that it would offer
I
a
look at-
solution. There's
I look at
there's
all
no
the-
problem here.
Well, clearly he asked you to leave already, so
No.
there has been a problem.
No, there has not been a problem.
Okay, all right, well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Oh my goodness. So what does that mean?
That everyone's entitled to their opinion.
But what does that mean applied to what you just said right here, right now?
You're suggesting there's no problem and they've asked you to leave, so they clearly see that something is going on here. There's a
My
conflict.
mere presence is a problem.
And I'm sorry that that's happening here.
You don't
for
have to apologize. Why do you have to apologize? You didn't do nothing.
I don't have to, I just chose to. Again, we're all entitled to our opinion.
All right, here is the form. There you go.
Thank you.
He would like to sit out here and fill it out. Clearly, not our office. He's not disrupting anything. If you're okay with that, we will be right outside if there becomes a problem.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right.
So I can stay now, Josh?
Yeah, I'll just sit here with you while you fill it out, and then I'll take it right back.
All right, well, you know, while I'm here, I might as well just kind of film some of this other stuff too.
Go ahead.
All right.
So will I.
Who's your Freedom of Information officer there, Josh?
That'll be me.
Oh, you are?
In Kansas, it's the Kansas Open Records Act.
And is it Seiden, Josh?
Yes, it is.
All right. Can I get a copy of that there, Josh?
Sure.
Appreciate it. That wasn't so bad, was it? Kind of like I get a bad rap just showing up and I'm disrupting stuff, and I just wanted to sit here and fill out a form like every other citizen's entitled to do. I got two of you guys standing here. Just why?
Got called down here.
Yeah. Just following orders, right?
No, doing my job.
Following orders.
Okay, if that's your opinion.
Oh my goodness. And what's your name?
Sergeant Flory, F-L-O-R-Y.
You escorted me out of the courtroom for no reason as well at the county commission meetings. You're one of them order followers as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just speaking and got removed by you and two other deputies for no reason. Following orders. Yeah.
Okay, so there's two copies here.
There's two?
Yeah,
How
so
come?
take whichever one you want, and then I'll
Sure.
take the other one.
All right, I will take the copy.
All right, I'll take the original. All right.
So how many days do I have to get that back?
I would just refer you to the act, sir.
Okay.
Again,
Are you going to refer to it as well?
I will refer you to the act, sir.
Okay. Are you going to refer to it? So you know how many days you have to get it
I
back to me?
will refer you to the act.
Noted. Are you
have
going to
submitted your
refer to it?
request, and I think that pretty much covers it.
It sure does for that, yeah.
All right.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, you take care, sir.
You too.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
When I went to the Douglas County, Kansas District Attorney's website, I found this video. In the interest of time, I'm only showing the parts of this video that I feel this District Attorney's office failed at, but I put a link to the full video in the description if you want to go watch it.
There's been a lot of attention on district attorneys lately and the prosecutor's role in the criminal justice system. But you might not know all of the things the DA does, the limits on the DA's power, and the ways the DAs have already been changing their approach to prosecution in recent years. The DA's #1 responsibility is keeping our community safe. We do that in 3 basic ways that we call the 3 Ps. Prosecute criminals who break the law, work to prevent crimes from happening in the first place, and protect and support victims of crime and make sure their voices are heard. The power we have to hold criminals accountable is carefully defined by the law and our ethical responsibilities. Our job includes protecting the rights of the innocent, as well as those we charge with a crime. Our goal is always fair and equal justice for everyone, but also justice that's smart and reflects the needs of our society and the will of the people. The third big part of our job is protecting and supporting victims of crime. In a typical year, the DA's office comes into contact with thousands of victims, and we help them in lots of ways. We help get them emotional support for the trauma they suffer from having a child or loved one murdered, or the emotional pain from a violent crime like rape. We help victims even when we can't file charges against the person who hurt them. We do all of this on behalf of you, the people. We embrace reform, but we'll always work to make sure change happens in a way that continues to keep our neighborhoods and you safe. And we're accountable to you and to the laws in every state across the nation.
Do you think the Deputy District Attorney upheld the standards that they claim they uphold in this video? I reached out to the DA's office and left messages asking them to provide information to myself to disseminate to you, the public, about why they chose not to pursue charges in this case. But I had a similar experience to Josh's where I was just dismissed and ignored. They refused to answer to any members of the public. Maybe they had a good reason for choosing not to file charges, but if they do, why won't they just tell us that reason? But now, I don't just want to know why they did or didn't file charges. Now I want to know who told Josh that it's okay to treat the public like this.
We do all of this on behalf of you, the people.
Are you, the people, pleased with Josh acting like this towards a victim on your behalf? Should we just blindly trust the process and those in power? Or should we demand answers from those who take a portion out of every paycheck we earn with the promise that they will use it to serve us?
We do all of this on behalf of you, the people.
This wasn't even the last horrible interaction that Justin had with the Deputy District Attorney. Follow the link in the description and the pinned comment to Justin's channel, The Dreaded Rabble Rouser, to see how this Deputy DA wasn't just having a bad day, but how he treats the public like this every day. Make sure to subscribe to Justin's channel while you're there for more updates on this as they come. And if you have any questions or concerns for the DA's office, their contact information has been listed below.